Hello, Andrew here. Okay, so I'm going to take you over the way that I warm up when I'm starting out to create pixel art. And it's really important to warm up, and I'll tell you why. The main thing is no one can really kind of jump into difficult work and do good quality work right away. And so you kind of have a choice. You can either jump into like production work, making final art for your game, and beat your head against it and do bad work, and maybe that bad work ends up in your game, or maybe you just have to redo it later. But either way, it's really frustrating when you're trying to make something good for your game to not really be warmed up and not be able to execute on that. Making mistakes and just not doing great quality work because your head's not in it yet. So warming up practice is important because it gets your practicing on something that you're not going to deliver. You're not going to put it in the game or anything. You just are getting your head and your hand ready to do good work, and in an environment where it doesn't really matter if you make a mistake or if you're just not really very good yet, because it's not final. It's not intended to be final quality stuff for the game. So I found it reduces frustration, helps me really get my head in the game. So this is basically what I do. And this has gotten to be a little more complex over the years. So I started out with heavily constrained. So I would do like 32 by 32 pixel grid. And then I would have, I would allow myself black, white, and up to 2 colors. And that was a really good constraint because then I didn't overthink it. And you don't really want to overthink it at this point. You just want to get moving. So I usually start by, as you can see, I've done a lot of silhouettes. So the silhouette and the shape of a thing is so important that I can just spend a lot of time. I'm using the contour tool here. Just start out by using one color and just start making silhouettes, I'm drawing kind of in the free bit style, by the way. I've got another video on my channel if you want to learn a little bit about what this style is and how to do it. I'm going to be, releasing a lot more videos about FreeBit because I'm really excited to share it. But anyway, the nice thing is I'm not evaluating anything at this point. This is not, does this fit in the game? Is this the right style or whatever? Is this even intelligible, right? I'm just kind of playing. The nice thing about playing is you get to say to yourself, there's nothing wrong. I can just like move forward and experiment. And it's very nice. So anyway, pay attention to your silhouette, by the way. This is a side issue, but silhouettes are very important. So the shape of something should be distinct. So anyway, I will work on silhouettes for a while, and then I will switch over to lock alpha mode, which means I can't change the alpha value of any of these pixels, which essentially means I can take colors and start filling in one of these silhouettes. And this is kind of a nice way to work, especially when you're coming up with the initial look of something, because it does focus you on the silhouette so that not all your characters look exactly the same. So they look distinct in their silhouette, which is very important for just instant recognition. And then I'll start filling in the colors and just working instinctually, even being a little bit messy. It's all good at this point. And then let's just give him like a yellow face, I feel like. And a great deal of time, what I end up doing does not exactly work right away, you know? Like this is, if I tried to engage with this with my rational mind, I would be going, what am I doing with all these colors, you know? And like, it's not likely to turn out great, but that's okay at this point. It's not something that I'm concerned about. I'm just playing. I'm just following my instincts. And sometimes they're totally wrong. Cute little eyes. So anyway, I will continue to color, do some coloring, and I might get kind of, I do things in passes. I might go through the silhouettes and just kind of get a rough color scheme for each one. Okay, experimenting, playing, you know, trying unusual combinations that I might not try if I was trying to do something seriously production quality, you know, playing and experimenting at this point, and all the while getting my head and my hand warmed up. I also might turn on music at this point, and music is something that you kind of have to use sparingly, because sometimes you need to focus. But when you're just trying to play, oftentimes music is just helps you not overthink things and rationalize too much. So I might get colors in, and then I might go through another pass and do some polish or fine detail. But nothing's wrong at this point. I'm just practicing, warming up my hand, warming up my brain, and getting everything, you know, style, content, how much it makes sense. None of this matters at this point. All that matters is I am getting ready to do the work. That's really important. So I'm kind of sharpening the axe, and I'm preparing for the work. And the nice thing is, after a period of time, and I really do suggest you start out with black, white, and 2 colors. You could change the 2 colors. You could pick 2 different colors each time, but having 2 colors will, especially if you struggle with kind of overworking, overthinking things at this point, sticking to 2 colors forces you, that's a very nice constraint, forces you to just like keep it simple. So yeah, I suggest you do this every single time that you sit down to do pixel art for the day. You know, it's just a really nice way to ease into it. Nothing's wrong. You're not trying to perform, you know, you're just playing with colors and shapes. And then after doing this for 5-10 minutes, transition into creating pixel art for your game. Give it a try. See if it works for you. Let me know how it goes, and I'll see you next time.